don't think I have my mic on. All right, so let's start with my mic. Hi, everyone. Okay. Can you hear me? All right. Somehow we'll get there. Can you hear me? Hi, everyone. This is Judge Desire for Knowledge, coming back to you with my truth, real talk. Hope all is well today. We're at 100 degrees here in Dominican Republic. Still here enjoying life. Look at the beautifulness. They were playing music earlier by the pool. I was hoping it wasn't too loud, but you know what? It's natural. It's good to have people come out and enjoy their lives. Life is too short not to. I think I hear it, but hopefully you'll be here the bachata soon. But either way, I'm here for my show. Topic is karmic lovers, friends, and family members can also be toxic and karmic people in your lives. And so I wanted to describe how you can notice and realize who these people are for in your lives. Like everyone has, well, most people. If you don't, you're very blessed, lucky. But they should come by you once a lifetime at least. Hopefully, not continuously, because then it would be a karmic cycle, returning and returning and returning. So these people are actually generally made to come into your life. It's actual karmic relationships is an intense connection with passion for someone and drama at the same time, and that a relationship that's unable to maintain a healthy and a stable relationship, which isn't good. When you see that, you would understand when the passion is strong, and the passion may have seemed like it's inordinary. I don't know. Today is not a good day for me, but I'm gonna still move forward with this because I'm gonna say my message out here. But it's not ordinary, and you think it's real, but it's not. It's hell with drama, but it's not with the kind of drama. It may sound nice, but it's not nice because that drama leads to a lot of things that leads to manipulation, and which is what they use as their weapon. So whether it's with lovers, family, or friends, we're going to distinguish each one. And what I consider the name for each one is we're going to start with karmic lovers. Okay, so karmic lovers, right? Karmic people in general uses their weapons as manipulation, uses of manipulation as their weapon, whether they come in the form of love, friends, or family members. It's sad that you have family members that also do the same thing in some way or manner, but you'll be able to distinguish that through what I'm going to say, hopefully, from what my experience is outside and watching people, myself, and my years of experience coming through people like that and family, friends, and lovers indirectly and directly. So it's not my personal story. I'm speaking of experiences directly and indirectly. So we're going to start off with my favorite karmic lovers. I call these karmic lovers tricksters. Tricksters are ones that they come in with their love bombing and they act like they truly love you. These lovers show passion more than love. Sex, always putting on their pretty face or handsome face, and making you believe that they're everything that a guy or gal would want in life. But in the inside, they're tricksters. This one I particularly like because everyone meets a karmic lover at least, if not a friend or a family. Karmic lovers are everywhere, definitely. They show their passion, like I said, to anyone and can say they love you, but in order to benefit for themselves. And what I mean by that is, if they see something that they want or need in someone, that's the person they go for. They usually look for the person with more money or has money, even if they have money or not. Um, Basically, to ride their coats or, you know, whatever it is that benefits them on a financial level, social level, egotistical level, then these are the karmic lovers. They come in, the tricksters. I also want to say, because I made some notes and I was serious about this one because they're the ones that you really extremely have to watch out for because these are the ones that you might end up marrying by mistake, not knowing your true partner was because you got ended up with someone that you find out is not the one because they're going to trick you and continue to trick people around you. While you're in marriage, if you do marry one, so it's better to be alert because it's definitely not love. So be careful. These lovers, these individuals can trick you out of your monies, time, and your true kingdom spouse or mate by wasting your time and energy and while you're waiting for, because you're waiting for your real relationship and it's waiting for you. So if you actually waste your time on things and people like that, then this is what occurs in life. Sometimes we actually will have kids with karmics and didn't realize until it was too late. I can't express how that could be, but how it would feel because then when you find out it's not the real thing, you still have your children, you gotta love them, they're there, but that karmic partner gotta go. So then you'll end it or whatever the case may be. I've seen this happen in the past, and they still want to attach and charm and bring their charmers on and tricksters, trick you to continuously support them through your children, which I've seen already in the court system and life itself in general, directly and indirectly. Because the court system and family court has a lot of cases based on karmic partners, but people aren't going to know that because they haven't raised their vibrations to be able to realize the truth. They think that that person loved them at one point, but it wasn't truly love. It was what the gain out of it could have been. And these tricksters usually catch themselves on the person because they can't do it for themselves. They actually, obviously, mentally, they have a situation where they can't think for themselves to do better for themselves, so they look for someone else. Now, it's not bad to, hi, sweetheart, my niece. It's not bad to have partners and marriages. Of course not. But if you're married to a karmic that was a karmic lover and you couldn't tell the difference between a karmic lover and your kingdom spouse, that's where the problem is. So the heads up on this one is to be aware of these tricksters, those karmic lovers that come into your life to take everything you've ever had. You'll find out if you do marry them that at the end they're trying to take you for everything. And even when they can't, they'll still try. They'll try to take your partner stuff too if that their ex's partner stuff too if they wanted to. These are what we call karmic people that can't. These are karmic people can't resist doing. They are actually narcissists, but no one looks at that as well. But the karmic lovers is the one I wanted to start with. So these tricksters are usually um, I'm trying to concentrate today. It's so hot out here. It's like 100 degrees. Then beautiful Dominican Republic, live from Dominican Republic. So these tricksters are actually sorry. There's someone going by the balcony. These tricksters are here for the benefit of all humankind. Their love is fake, and they never looked for love in their lives. What they look for is the next best thing. So if you actually propose to one of them, of course they're going to marry you. They think it's going to be forever. I can take it from you eventually, and they will. So be very careful who you bring into your energies in your life, and especially when it comes to these tricksters, because they know how to work at. They're great manipulators, and they choose to do that as a lifelong. um, task. And like I stated, karmics are put in your life in every part, whether it's lovers, friends, or even family, to teach you a lesson to grow. And we all have to grow at some point. And I sure did, because I had more than one karmic in my life, and in all categories actually. So I know what that is, directly and indirectly. But my screen is getting dark again. Moderator, it's okay. I got it. So this is what I wanted to talk about today, and just to bring my notes closer to me, the thing about these, well, today's kind of hard for me. Karmic lovers is that they're not only tricksters, but they're greedy energies that feed off of everyone's finances, time, sex, and you don't get much back from them. They basically are unemotional, and if they are emotional, it's for the time being. But they not until they heal, I believe, inside with self love and self care. I don't think a karmic will ever change. God could change them, but they'd have to want that healing first within themselves before they can stop tricking people and literally tricking, going to sleep, sleeping around with everybody. These are karmic lovers. And they're tricksters as well as excuse me, as well as tricks. They trick people into relationships, waste people's time while you're waiting for your kingdom spouse or your mate. This lesson is to be taught to everyone so that they can get out quickly. And if not, if once you learn the lesson and the red flags come, it's time to go. Get out of it now. This is not the person for you. This is a karmic lover. And marrying a karmic lover can be the worst thing ever. I know I did it. So you got to get out of it ASAP, whether it's a marriage or not. If they haven't learned their lessons, they're not willing to heal or grow spiritually. So, and I'm not talking about religion, because not everybody's going to want to be religious. Well, spirituality, like grow in yourself, learn from within, meditation, praying, things like that. I don't mean you have to go to church. Everybody has their own way. I'm not trying to tell everybody what to do. This is open forum. It's not, it's just my truth, real talk. It doesn't mean that it's facts. But from my experiences, this is what I've seen with these toxic karmic lovers in my own life and other people's lives. And like I said, directly and indirectly. So once we see these pointers, then we know that they only bring the chaos and drama and use people simply for their own gain and ego. Is what they can get, what they can talk about, get in from you and everything. And in the end, you find out that it was a karmic, and it's never too late for you, because you can always move forward and upward. If you have children involved, like I did do when I was with a karmic husband, I moved upward and forward regardless, because once you get out of that cycle, you have healed or began to heal. And then you feel like, why am I here? Why would I want to be with someone like this, who only cares about what they can get, abusive, or whatever the case may be? That comes from those karmic lovers and their ability not to know how to love others, inability not to know how to love others. So that was my lesson, and I'm sure it's a lot of people's lessons out here who have experienced the same thing. I mean, the courtrooms, especially in family court, that I worked years ago in family court. That was my first position, was family court. There was many cases, and now that I've matured and grown, I've noticed that these cases of men and women fighting each other in the court is very toxic. And these were actually their karmic lovers. Because if it wasn't, why can't we settle situations without the courthouse? I mean, I'll still have a job, because there'll be criminals, there'll always be something. But with families, I'm just concerned, why can't we just speak together and understand? Yeah, that is truth. Our own masculinity keeps us up. Same with females too. the good ones. There's always going to be one or the other. But if we can settle our differences outside of a courtroom, then it won't be so karmic, and the cycles won't keep, generating and continuing. So when there's someone that doesn't want to settle and doesn't want to work it out, that's when I know you're karmic now. So I look for things like that when I'm at court working. I'll look and I'll say, well, this must be a karmic person because they're not trying to resolve situations in family. I'm speaking only of family court right now. It's family dynamics, family situations, family matters is what we call it in court. I don't know why is it my 10 or am I getting darker here? All right, my camera. So that is something that's continual within the system. The sad part it is it can go from family to criminal offense. So that's when you know it's highly a karmic. I don't know if it's two karmics together. It could be one or the other, but make sure you check it out when you get in relationships. If you're not married, because if you're married, you shouldn't be in any relationship unless you're unhappy, then get a divorce. But otherwise than that, you're in a marriage, you're lucky. You don't have to go through what these people are going through. No offense to you single people out there. Good luck to you. I've been out there. Good luck. I'd rather be celibate if I was out there again, single. Seriously. It's just it's just sad, right? It's just that people aren't growing and raising their vibrations of spirituality to a place where we could say, let's come into peace or something. Let's do what we need to do here. We're not here to be arguing and fighting. There's a mission for everyone, and everyone has a mission already. Why isn't everybody seeing their mission yet? And we're not all going to know exactly what it is. But if we meditate and give ourselves time, heal, we're going to know which directions, and it will pull us to it. Energy will, universe, our Lord will pull us to it. God Almighty, Most High, whichever one you use, it definitely will pull us to our right place. I know I've been pulled to mine because I wasn't even able to come on a camera before. So I know I'm growing and I'm healing as well from my past, and I wanted to share with everyone directly and indirectly my experience and my past. So that's what I have for for actually karmic lovers who I consider tricksters. If you didn't see the beginning of the tape, I was kind of like stuttering, but it started out with karmic lovers, whom I call tricksters, who are considered individuals that trick people into either sex, marriage, or whatever. You can review the tape again later. I had a slow start. The speaker was off, but thank God it came on. So it kind of like pushed me out of the way of being able to do my job here and get the message out. I know some people just jump into relationship for for what? You need to have time for yourself. Exactly. Like one relationship to the next relationship, and you're not healing. Thank you, Nicole. You are so right on that. You're not healing if you're jumping from one relationship to the next one. Just see, look at it this way. If the first one didn't work out, try to heal yourself somewhat. Give yourself some time. And I don't mean a week. You know, I don't know how much time you may need. Some people may not need more than 2 months, but a week, come on, that's ridiculous. You're gonna repeat the same cycles with the same people. You're gonna attract the same karmic lovers over and over again. And this is what we don't need here because those cycles never end because you're supposed to be taught a lesson through that. This is a lesson so that you don't bring it into the real relationship, the real marriage. So I've learned my lesson so I don't bring it into my relationship, my marriage now. And before I met my husband, our relationship, but I still wasn't ready yet. I still was unhealed and didn't realize it. So I needed to work on myself, and I did. And I'm glad I did. I gave myself time. And I said, nope, I need time by myself. And that's what I did. And that's what everyone should do, should give themselves time. Thanks for that, Nicole. That's really good. Good, good, good. It's not a question, right? The good info that you gave us. Yeah, I really like that. I didn't even have that in my notes here, but that's the truth. Time is required for sure, right? Right, moderator? hubby. What? Spending time. Why I was. Ah, yeah. You had to work on yourself, your self esteem. That is the biggest thing for me that I had because here's how I grew. If I didn't grow and I didn't heal, how come I'm on this show now? My self esteem was so bad. I would not even get on Zoom with people when we had meetings. I would not even show my face. So I can understand what you're talking about, Nicole, because we tend to not look at the inside of ourselves. And then we have all these people that come forward to us. And if you don't take a break, to mend yourself in your heart from whatever past hurts, pains, or whatever you've been through, then these people take advantage of it. And the worst thing of all, if they know you've been through it, they take more advantage. They're like, oh, yeah, I got this one in the bag, man. This person's weak. Their self esteem is gone. And if you're sick with anything or ill and they know it, some men will not, or you're sick, period. It can be anything, diabetes and illnesses. Like my niece runs a show, Pretty Girls Get Sick, and it's pretty good. Go check her out on Facebook. She inspired me to do this on camera because she does it. She's not on YouTube yet, but we hoping for her to get here. Nicole, Pretty Girls Get Sick. These are the ones, and even average people that where if you've had self-esteem issues or something has happened to you in your life, they take advantage of you. These karmic lovers, they're there to make sure they can take what you have if you're weak in any sense or form. And I didn't include that in my notes. Thank you, my niece Nicole. You're really on point. Maybe you should be doing this. No, no, I'm joking. I really like that. You do need the time alone to reflect on your self-esteem, healing, transitions of different aspects of what you've been through. See, feel, learn, self-love, meditation, not medication, unless you're sick. Um, and these things really help me grow so that I can be on here. And like I stated, my niece, whose channel is well, it's not a channel, but Pretty Girls Get Sick on Facebook. She has a real point there, and people take advantage of people that don't look sick. But when they find out, as soon as they do, there's, oh, I got this one. I'm going to make sure. Or they run away because they don't want to take responsibility. These are karmics. This is a part of karmic love. Karmic lovers are just in to take what they can, your energy, your peace of mind, and leave you down there flat broke later if you let them flat broke you. But it can be emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically, and that's not fair to the individual at all. Yep, yep, definitely manipulative. Oh my God, that's what I put in. That can't manipulate me. No, I'm too good too, Nicole. Definitely, I love that statement. Yes, definitely, they are manipulated. Karmic lovers are, and everyone that's ever been through a karmic relationship or ships, like myself, because I didn't have only one, but when I wasn't truly healed, I did wait, but I wasn't healing because of my self esteem from my first relationship. So I figured, oh, I mean, my marriage, my first marriage. So I figured, you know what? I'm not good enough. I'm just going to sit back and wait. Maybe a year went by, and then I was ready. It wasn't, it should have taken me longer, but this was my experience that I needed to grow to become the person I am today, obviously, because that's what karmic relationships do, whether it's with lovers, friends, or family that you got to grow and learn from. This is put out here by the universe, by our God, the Most High. Definitely see my phone confirmed. Let me get my water to make sure we complete a cycle and never stay in the cycle. That's what I just thought of. Yeah, karmic cycles. Yeah, definitely. So thank you for that one. I wanted to move on after I end it with karmic lovers, which I had a lot of notes. It's definitely not love. Nah, because these lovers can trick you out of your money. I think I said that. And you're not the only one anyway. They waste your time, and don't waste time with them. Like I stated, that your kingdom spouse can be waiting for you, and because everyone should definitely has someone that's truly love here to love you. but only if you seek it and find it without seeking and finding it. Seek your inside yourself, not on the street corners, in the bars, in the libraries, not even in church. You'll find each other. You don't have to seek, is what I mean. You don't have to go looking. Just it'll be there right in front of your face. Like my husband and I, before we got married, before we even met, we met online. I wouldn't do that today, but we met on date.com. And so how did we know? We didn't. So this is how I'm saying we didn't seek each other. It happens. When you seek, it's not usually someone that's seeking love, and that's how you get hurt because your self-esteem is so low. You're gonna go on um, dating apps and stuff like that. You see, because I did that with my two karmic lovers, and we don't want to do that. And like, I'm not saying dating apps aren't great. Just be careful out there. I wouldn't do it again. This was back, wow, 20 years ago, 22. Well, what's wrong with my camera? All right, my camera is acting up, but I'm not going to stop the message. And that's how I met my husband. And like I said, it's not good to seek, like I said, church, bar, nowhere. Don't seek. Seek within. Find yourself first. Love yourself. Love, care, self love. And that seeking within will bring that person for you. So I had to learn that as well because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me learning how my self esteem was holding me back, you know, through the traumas I've been through in my past. And we have to let that go. And this way, the cycle doesn't continue itself and you don't remain in karmic cycles any longer. Keep going. Oh, that's right. If it's not a lesson, it's a blessing. Wait, well, I did it the other way. If it's not a lesson, then it's not a blessing. I know it here. I have it written down. I used to say it. If it's not a lesson, I forgot the words. I used to do this quote. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you putting that in there. All right, like I said, don't waste time with these karmics. They are looking for a good time, and that's it. And this cycle could go on, and God forbid you marry one. So, as I stated, then just they're so manipulative, and their energies are used for that and mind games. So, be very careful. They are true snake charmers, and rejection is God's protection, isn't it? From these tricksters. So, if you got rejected by one and they used you or whatever after you realized it, be glad, because rejection is God's protection over you. Thank you, God, because I was happy. If I got rejected, I don't remember that. I know I left and that's it. But I know there's a lot of people out here that got rejected and money's taken from them. But you know what? The rejection is God's protection. Look up and forward your kingdom. Spouses out here, and if you don't want to get married, your true mate is out here. And when I say your true mate, that doesn't mean you go and sleep with everybody, but that's up to you. I wouldn't choose that. That's not good energy. And also, that's what creates karmic energy. So you wouldn't want to do that. Just stay with one partner. What's so wrong with that? Oof. I can't with people out here, but that's you. But if you have something you want to say about it, please leave a comment below. If you're not on this and it's taped later, let me know how you feel about that. Share, like, and subscribe. And we're moving on to the next one, which is called. So we had karmic lovers. Now we have karmic friends. Now these karmic friends I call the users. You know, because they know how to use people for things that they need at that time and place that they need. Now we have real friends, right? I don't even like calling karmic friends, but you don't know they're karmic until later on. So this one is short and easy, but karmic friends are the type of people that when they have time for you, they have time for you. So these individuals always need you for something, whether it's money or advice, but only to do the opposite of what you advise them to do and then turn around and come and use it against you. What? Wait a minute. How did you do this? How did you make the statement? Did you advise in the right way? You try to help someone and they come back. I seen this happen indirectly and they use it against you. And then I've had friends that does some stuff of utilizing me as a scapegoat for really making me believe that I truly was their friend. This has always, been a big thing for me. So I've learned to sever ties with people now, and I no longer have friends like that because all they did was use me when needed at the workplace, wherever. And then when they were done, they wouldn't call me to come out and have time with them at their home. I used to invite people to my home. Right now, when I transferred from my job, I don't see anyone calling my phone number. I used to call these people all the time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever, birthdays. And then I said to myself, why am I calling these so called friends all the time or texting them? And they never. So I have not texted them. And guess what? It's been 4 to 5 years. I haven't heard from one of them. Those are karmic friends. I will never invite to my home again. Okay, because I treated you, opened it up yearly for celebrations of us being friends. It was called Girls in, what was it called? Girls' Day In. And we would have all the girls. I would cook, grill like I do now. I learned not to do that for anyone. So when you watch me put up my FB, not under Judge Desire, under my actual name, Judge Desire, and I do my grilling, it's only me and my family and true family outside that I have that come over because I don't have that many friends anymore because I've been used too much for me to have friends like that ever again in my life. Like, you have to know when to just cut the cords. That's what it's called. Yeah, cut the cords on karmic friends. So there are karmic friends out there. I don't like calling them friends, so I use the word karmic. And as I stated, these are the people that always use you. These individuals call upon you to advise them and then turn around and blame you and gossip about you later. They're actually gossipers, actually, and they drain your energies each and every day, and they don't have anything much to offer to you. And usually, when they're not happy with themselves, they'll moan it out on you. Their minds are full of clutter, so they have so much clutter, and they put their clutter upon you. It's like mind clutter. So now they're releasing it on you. So now you're dealing with their clutter. I mean, no, I don't want that on me. I used to be the nicest person. I still am, but I'm assertive. I don't let people step on my toes. My niece know me, Nicole, you know me. You not stepping on my toes. I'm the last person. So I know there was times when I used to allow these people to do this to me, and I used to think they were friends. And you know what? They really weren't friends. And so then I took a stand for myself. And now you can't tell me that I'm not in the right. Because when a friend is a true friend, a karmic friend is one that's never going to be there for you unless they get something out of you. I don't know what they want, whether it's money, ego, on how many friends I have on my finger. Maybe they need to go home and count, this is how many friends I have. Oh my God, I don't know what it is, but that's not how you use people. So I call them the users, like I stated. The karmic lovers are tricksters, and the karmic friends are users. So that's my definition, my truth, real talk. So basically, what I consider them are gossipers and clutter minded, the kind that wants to release everything onto you until your onto you and use you and play on your energies until you run your energy so low and that you're no longer needed any longer for them. Like I just explained, I haven't spoken to any of these so-called friends who I replaced the name friends with karmic before friends for 4 years now, going on five. I think it's actually more because COVID came. Yeah, COVID 2 years. It's 6 years. Now the Christmas text. Now these are the people I text all the time. I always catched up on them. I would send them flowers to the job when I transferred out. Luncheons. I sent them lunch all the time. There's different things. I'm not bragging about that. You're my friend. I'm here for you. But that in contrast, I was being used. So when I realize I'm being used and I'm smart now it turned around to I'm a hater or they're a hater. You're not a hater. I leave you in peace. Good luck. Wish you the best. But don't look for me. And please don't text me now, 4 or 5 years later. Come on, you need something? I don't want that kind of friendship. Yeah, the sandwiches my husband and I bought. Sometimes I bought sandwiches and they were expensive. Cheesesteaks. Okay, I won't go there because then I sound like I'm gossiping. But these people actually ate it and truly acted like they was grateful for it. And besides that, there was other people, always the ones I didn't even buy, but I gave my love, held their hand when their parents died or grandparents, sent them flowers. I mean, I was really there. When it came to me, I didn't see anybody there. That's when I woke up. So when I transferred out of that particular court, because I transfer a lot to get to different areas of the law in court, and I transferred out that courthouse, I was the happiest woman in the whole wide world. I learned my lesson there, and I said, you know what? I will never come visit these so-called friends, and I've never actually correspond with them since, and they didn't to me. I was the one that was talking to them even after I transferred, and I still, after all I did, maybe it took 3 months, and once I stopped doing Girls' Day In at my house every year, everybody stopped talking to me because they want to get a benefit of whatever I had, my food, my drinks, my cooking, my energy. I mean, I don't know what else it is. Free drinks, food. I mean, come on, that's so petty. Who wants friends like that? Those are called karmic friends. And those cycles, they're in your energy for a reason to teach you to learn and grow so you can be that better person and not get yourself in karmic cycles. I know the lunch thing is a real snapper. That showed us, right, honey? And so, what I wanted to say about that with these friends, until your services are no longer needed, this is what I call, hence that statement of friends for benefits, right? I know they use it for something else. Friends with benefits. That's what you're done. That's what you're used for. That's a karmic friendship. That's a karmic friend when they're using you for friends with benefits. You're the friend with benefits. Duh. Hence that. That's the statement. I know other people use it for sex. I don't believe that's what it is. It's anyone that uses people. You know, it's called friends with benefits. So those are the ones that are being used. So don't become one of them. What do you mean end stream? Oh, okay. No, I'm not ending stream. All right. So we're going on to the final one because I take too long, but it's getting exciting. Anyway, family. So here goes the family, and I'm not directly talking about mine. I said indirectly from experiences from family court and from other ones. The friends and the karmic lovers, yes, that was direct and indirect. But these things I learned from experience, like I stated, directly and indirectly. Just in case you don't know what that means, it means in case it's my family or outside of my family, friends I've seen, neighbors, courthouse cases. I've been in the court for years. I won't give how many years here. It's a lot. So I've seen a lot, and I want to share it with people and try to help other people out so they don't end up in the court system. How about that? Um, so karmic friendship. I mean, sorry, karmic family. So I call these people takers. These are karmic family. Now you can have a family, you love them, that's beautiful. But then you got to realize the ones that are family, the toxic ones. And we don't want to call our family toxic, but the ones I call the takers, which are karmic family members. Now, it can be anyone in your family. It could be, I'm not even going to specify. Family is family, okay? So if it's for you, you're going to know which family member or person, place, or day. I don't know. All I'm using is family, but I have seen this in the system and outside. And in people's friendship that I've had that actually were friends, and this is what their families would do to them. But here we go, karmic families. All right, so karmic families I consider takers who utilize the family blood ties as entitlement. Entitlement to what? entitlement to their monies and whatever space, time, spirituality, energies, anything that they want to, because they feel because I have blood ties with you, because I am your family, this is deserving to me. This is what I'm supposed to have. Yeah, the first ones to mess you up is family. Yeah, I learned that too. That's why I have soul tribe family as well. I don't need to have blood family. The few I have, I'm grateful for. I'm not trying to connect with no one, anyway. But I love people, but I don't want any of the if you're not my blood and I love you and consider you family, that's family for me too. I'm gonna always love my family, my blood ties, but not to the point where if you and family and their takers and they're stating to you that you entitled, even if they don't say it, they act it, that they're entitled to whatever you have. For instance, if you happen to be doing a lot better, you want to help your family, but not a toxic karmic one. They always on the game for you, like looking and seeing if you're gonna help them every time. No, get up your butt and go start working for yourself. We have to work hard here. I didn't just go outside and came back in. I had to work for many years, and every promotion I got, I worked for, and even that I did work on the side. I created my own business, small business at home with my status. I won't say what that is later. I think you read it. Notary public. Yeah, in 2 states. And with any little thing. And if there was a promotion that made me more money, I went for it. I would have to wait for the promotion to come through. But the point is, do something about it. Why do you think you're entitled to anything? So these people believe that they're gonna just sit around and that you're gonna be the person they live off of. I can't. I mean, I've seen this happen to a lot of people. Very far you can love. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. You can love people from afar. Yes, Nicole and Alfredo. You said it right. Very far. That's how I do it now. Like I'll move out of state. Oh yeah, I did actually, but it wasn't from my family. It's to get away from other people and their families. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, I'm out. I'm gone. No, no, I love my family, but if they ever treated me like this, I would be out too. Because this is ridiculous. They fighting over money and everything, and they believe it's theirs, even when there's not an inheritance and you're still alive. What is wrong with people? They can't even wait for you to go. It's just like it's horrible. And I've worked in surrogates court as well, and I've seen that. Ooh, oh my God, I could go on. The Jewish, ooh, they don't play. I've seen big cases in surrogate courts when I worked in the courtroom there. And this is what I'm talking about, karmic families. They will come for you no matter what. I've seen a painting of $140,000 in the courthouse being fought for over, or was it 140 million, by Jews. And when they came in the courtroom, there was like 20 Jews with their black hats and everything versus this museum that was holding one of their inheritances. And like I said, they're going to fight. But this is all that people do all day, fight over other people's stuff. We don't even know if they even took care of their family. Not my business. I didn't ask. It's not going to be told everything in court. But these are the kind of indirectly stuff that I've been through that shows me that there are karmic families. There's always going to be someone there that wants to get a little of something that doesn't belong to them, but they feel entitlement. So that entitlement has to be, well, we have blood ties, and so this is legit. Yeah, you're legit. You're a legit scammer because you actually do have the blood tie. So you're legitimately, instead of taking it from me and being someone that I don't know, you identify with me because you have the blood ties I have. So now it's okay. You can be a scammer. You're a legit scammer. Oh my God, this is how they're thinking. They can take it from you because it's legit. This is my family. Whatever you put the blank. I don't know who they are for you, but I've seen this. I've seen it in court. Like I said, this one is indirectly. My family doesn't fight like that for money. Thank you, God. Not with each other that I know about yet. But and if they do, I will be back. No, I won't. I will be sharing my experiences anyway, not everybody else's. Oh, is that a butterfly? Thank you for blessing me. So yeah, this is the ones that I call the the users because they feel entitled and they don't allow people to come in and they they allow people. Wait, excuse me. Oh, individuals like this, they don't allow people to come in and take your good energy for granted spiritually. Okay. Sorry, I read the wrong one. Either way, I already know what I wanted to say. I'm so sorry. Today has been a day of back and forth, but the good thing about this is that this is the family one, the last one out of karmic lovers, karmic friends, and karmic families. Because a lot of people don't think that you would have a karmic in your family, and you really do. Those that feel the entitlement of being able to not only have what you have, but if they don't have it and they ask you for it, they don't feel like there should be a no. Like, no, this is mine. I mean, these people we have seen in the news will actually kill their parents for it, their wives or whomever. They feel entitled that you cannot say no, or cousins, family. It's just a family thing. There's blood ties that these people feel entitled to, and that's why I call them the takers. The other one, the friends were the users, right? We've discussed no family with takers. Yes, yeah, friends was users and families are the takers because they actually believe they're that they can. That's what I wanted to say. They believe they can. Yes, I did yeah, very far away. Definitely, you can love very far away, but these people feel entitled, and that's sickening that they identify with. There's no reason why. But you know the bad part about this when family, a karmic family member, is that if you were to request the same thing they they did to, from you, you wouldn't get that. You're not entitled, but they're entitled. They're never there on holidays to call you. I'm sure, Christmas, holidays, your birthdays. I mean, the only time they're gonna show up is when you are in the ground at your funeral, crying, and the next thing they're gonna, where's the money at? Who's getting it? That's it. Those are karmic family members. You know, we can't make this stuff up. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be ready. Okay, they didn't call. They didn't do nothing, and you can't go to them. They're never gonna give you the money that you always lent them. Sometimes we're all gonna have a bad day, or everybody's days aren't going to be the same every time. So when you're down and out, where are these people going to be? Are they going to help you, your family member? I guarantee you most of them won't. The ones that do, they're not the karmic ones. Find out which ones are before you lend your money out. See the ones that will actually be there for you when the times are low and bad. Who's going to actually text you even if it's not a card or a gift? Who cares about a gift or card? How about texting me Merry Christmas? That'd be nice. I just lent you $100 or $2,000 and I don't get even a hello. And then when you're down and out, this is how you're gonna know. You go back and you say, remember that time I lent you and you never paid me back. They're not expecting to pay you back, honey. This is entitlement. You're supposed to give it to them. You're not supposed to ask them back for it. And now you're asking for money because you couldn't ask them back for it because they weren't going to give it to you. So you're asking for the same money or less. And they're like, oh man, I don't have it. I'm sorry, I can't help you here. That's a karmic family member, one that can't hold your hand when you held theirs. How about that one? So I'm going to end this because I usually never do it this late, but I really enjoyed this session with you guys. I really did. And so I just wanted to explain the somehow karmic relationships about it. Um, I think I said enough, but there was some notes I had put up around things I wanted to say. Like they are there for our growth and meant to teach us about relationships with people and how to set healthy boundaries. Really important when it comes to individuals like these three I just stated: the karmic lover, the tricksters; the friends, the users; and family, the family, karmic family. Those are the takers. So that's what I labeled each and every one of them. They're here to teach us the lessons of growth so that we don't repeat karmic cycles over and over again. If we repeating it too much, then we haven't learned our lesson and we haven't healed from anything. So that's not going to be a good thing. Obviously, you're going to figure it out one day or another. And if you haven't, then your time I don't know what to tell you because karmics remain karmics until they learn their lesson. And if they don't want to get out of it, then you need to. If they don't want to heal, then you need to. Self love, self worth is a lot to deal with. Helping yourself not get in these cycles any longer, for instance. And everyone deserves equal give and take. So remember that, and definitely self love, if you allow it, whether it's a lover, friends, and family members, know your worth. Never forget on your self worth. And as I stated, set boundaries. You can look back at my boundaries, setting boundaries. I have one that's setting boundaries with family and friends, I believe it is. And then there's one in the workplace, and now I think I'm gonna do a boundaries three. I'm not sure for married couples because people need to set boundaries, especially us. We need to set boundaries against people that come, doesn't know how to step aside when people are married and they're single. Anyway, I'm glad to have had you here on this show. Hope to see you real soon again. And so share, like, and subscribe, please, so this can go viral. I really don't force you to subscribe, but at least like it. I'm still starting out. I'm gonna get there, but I like to be as natural as possible and give my truth, real talk. So join me next Saturday and every Saturday here on YouTube. I had a great time with you guys interacting, especially you guys, Nicole, the moderator, and everyone else there that didn't. I give you peace and love and light and pray that you're all right. But either way, don't forget to set boundaries and do what you need to do with your self love and self worth. I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you. And blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Ciao.